This is the 8-bitbeast and this is my TAS of Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. Alex Kidd in Shinobi World is the last game in the Alex Kidd series, and unsurprisingly it's based off Shinobi, which is a Sega Ninja series. If you haven't seen this game before, I would recommend either playing it or watching a glitchless speedrun first, because it's about to get very broken. So that's what I call ladder zipping, and basically what happens is you hold up and down at the same time or left and right at the same time, and what happens is you get sent off in some direction very fast, probably about 60 times the normal walking speed, so you can use that to zip up the whole level. Normally you'd go up and then right, and you can use that to skip basically the whole level. And this is the first boss of the game, no resemblance to Mario at all. Now this TAS is an improvement to an existing TAS, and there's been a few new things found since that TAS was made. So in the second level that we saw just before, there was a horizontal zip. So I zipped up the level and then zipped to the right. The old TAS zipped up, but the zip to the right wasn't known because there was a screen transition and we didn't know you could take the speed across. So that was an improvement. And there's a tornado power up in this game, and you can zip off those too, which wasn't known. We got another ladder zip there to get to the exit, that was already known. So yeah, that second zip and the tornado zips are the main improvement, plus some more small optimizations. So Alex has a few abilities in this game which are quite interesting as well. As we saw in those boxes, he was just wall jumping, and there again. And he also has the ability to turn into a fireball when he swings on a pole. So there's a few cool additions to the series in this game, and it's very different to all the other games. And here's the helicopter boss, and these helicopters are based on RNG, so they can be very unpredictable, and it's a reset point for most runners. It was very difficult to optimize from the TAS. And this is the first level with a tornado zip coming up, so it'll go by quite quickly. And that's the whole level. We had an up section and a right section, but you keep the tornado across to the right, so that wasn't too difficult. So, a TAS can usually use left plus right or up plus down on a controller, but speedruns usually can't. However, recently for the Master System, the RTA community has found some controllers from Brazil that can actually press up and down or left and right at the same time. So now up and down or left and right is actually allowed in this game. So that's changed the speedrun for this quite a bit. But they keep a no up down left right category and an up down left right category, just in case people don't have the controllers or are against using it. So we've got a fairly standard boss here. You can only hit him when he's in the air, and it doesn't really matter when you hit him. So it's not too difficult to optimize, but you can still lose time on it. So there was 22 frames saved in that second, 1,700 saved in the third round, 22 saved in the second, and 606 saved in the first round. These slopes can be quite interesting. You can actually conserve your speed for a little bit after going off the downward slope, and also with the fireballs that we saw earlier in level 1, you can conserve your speed after being in a fireball as well. So that's a bit of tech for there. But we've got another tornado on this screen, so it'll go by pretty quickly as well. And that bit that he was walking on there is just an invisible bit that you can walk on, not some crazy trick or anything. And we zip straight across to that door on the ladder. Now that room actually saved a bit of time over the old TAS because I have more health coming into this area than the old TAS did, because I did the zip and skipped some enemies. So I saved, I think, 50 frames roughly. And those lemons that he throws are random, but I made them all go in the same direction because I could. except for one of them, because I had to hit him. And this is the last boss, so it's a very short game. Now, I use a different strategy than they were using before on this boss. So he has 3 phases. This is his first one. Not much you can really do to change this one up. And here's his second phase. So if you get too close to him, he runs away. But if you go back a bit, he doesn't. So I keep him to the right. The old TAS pushes him up against the left wall, which is quicker in the second phase, but then you lose time on the third phase. And that's the whole thing. So yeah, it is a very short game, but it's a very solid entry to the Alex Kidd series. And most people consider it the best game in the series. And it certainly makes for a very interesting TAS with all the zipping around and everything. So I hope you've enjoyed this commentary for the TAS, even though it was quite a short run. Thank you for watching.